Hello everyone, it's Dianne at Minerva. I hope you're all having a super week. And today I'm going to share with you the new summer range of patterns from McCall's. There really is something for everyone. We have shirts, dresses, trousers, tops, a beautiful selection to see you through those summer months. So today I'm sharing my top picks from those. I'm sure you're all going to find something that you absolutely love. And of course, we have all the fabrics and notions available for you here at Minerva, along with those patterns. So don't forget to check them out. Use the toolbar at the side of our website if you'd like to have a look for something specific. So you can choose fabric, specific designs, colours and so on, and narrow it down. So once you've chosen your pattern, don't forget to pop back and have a look for the perfect fabric. Now, today I'm going to be sharing with you my favourites, but of course there are 20 new ones to choose from, so do take a look at all of them after. Now, my first pick today is a dress. It's a classic shirt dress style. I think this style never goes out of fashion, and it's McCall's 8576. Now today, this particular shirt dress has box pleats. It has a lovely dropped hem. Box pleats, it's available in two lengths, so we can have the longer length or the short mini if that's more your thing. Now it closes with a zipper at the side seam, so it's nice and fitted. We have that traditional band down the front with buttons, traditional collar, and of course you have two lengths of sleeve to choose from. So we can go for the capped off sleeveless version, or we can have a full sleeve with a cuff and button fastening. So this could see you through the months. So if you want to make a summer version and then something for the autumn winter months, you could use a heavier fabric and of course go for the full sleeve version then and really get your money's worth out of this pattern. I think it looks really pretty. It would look great in a floral, a solid, and I particularly like the gingham that's on display in the cover art right here. If you check out the line drawings, you can see more clearly those details in that pattern. I just think this is one that will just last through the years. It doesn't really age, it's quite timeless. So a perfect one for your collection. Now with regards to sizing, we have a 6 up to 14 and then a 16 to a 24. Fabrics, you want to be looking at something like a cotton blend, a cotton, a denim, maybe a gingham if you'd like to recreate the cover look. A beautiful dress, and I'm sure you'll have lots of fun making this. Next up, I have a top for you. It's pattern number 8579, and this one is a halter top. So I think these are gorgeous for the summer months. They look really stylish and really easy to make. They can look complicated, but they're really not. And this one has the added bonus of, if you make this particular view with the colour blocking, it has that extra detail that gives it a bit of a wow moment, and it's not difficult to achieve. Now we have two views that have the pocket flap, and then you can make it without. So if you want to leave out that extra detail and make this a little bit more simple, you could do it like that. And I think just adding different fabrics in, different details can really change up the look. So you could make it in a variety of different ways just from this one pattern by just changing a few things. Colour blocking on one, a simple fabric on another, and the pocket flaps on maybe a denim or a chambray one. You could have yourself a little selection for your capsule wardrobe, and I think that would really see you through the summer with shorts, trousers and skirts. So this particular pattern is average ability, so it's not too difficult. Sizing is 8 to 16 and then 18 to 26. And of course, if we're looking at fabrics, we want to be looking at a cotton, a blouse weight or dress weight for this. You could go for a sateen, maybe a silk, if you want something a little special for evening wear. So play around with those fabrics and detail choices, and you can have lots of fun with this particular top. Now my next choice is really budget friendly. It's McCall's 8585, and for this particular pattern we have a beautiful fitted top, fitted skirt and also shorts. So if you're only looking to buy one pattern today, this could be the one for you because you have those 3 items in there and you can really mix and match and play around with those. You can make cord sets, or you could make them all in different fabrics and just have them as separates. So we have this beautiful fitted top with the button down front. Now at the back it has a belt at the back, but it has a waistcoat belt fastener, so it gives that little bit of a cinched in detail. And then the skirt and the shorts are fitted. The skirt has a back vent, and then the shorts and skirt also fasten with a back zipper. So we've got that really nice contour. So if you want to make them for a smart going out suit or maybe something for work, then we've got that covered. But if you want to make them all in fun fabrics for your holiday, they're perfect for that as well. So I really think this is a great budget friendly one, and it might just be the thing for you. It has also got a good size range. So with regards to sizing, a 10 to 18, a 20 to 28 and a 30 to 38. Fabrics need to be woven, so a linen, a cotton, maybe a suiting if you're wanting something that will carry you through cooler months. So please have a think about this before you make your fabric selection. Now, of course, the last 3 patterns that I have shared all do feature buttons, so don't forget to have a look at our extensive range of buttons at Minerva. You can go for something that coordinates or go for a complete contrast. And of course, we have loads of bold and wonderful buttons for you to choose from. Just check out the website, go to the sidebar and put in exactly what you're looking for, and we'll have everything you need. Now, coming up, we have a pair of trousers. So it's pattern number 8588. This is a great one because it's something for all the family. It's a really neutral trouser or pant style, so it would suit everyone. The sizing is XS to XXL, and it has a lovely loose fit. So we have the ankle or the floor length version. It has side seam pockets. We have an elastic waist to the back, and then a button and zip fly at the front. So we have some nice details, but it still retains that lovely casual feel. So a cotton, a linen or a lightweight cotton blend. So a nice woven, but I would suggest that you can try also a jersey or a lightweight sweatshirting just to give it more of a comfy feel if you wanted to use this for, say, travelling and wanted something to see you through the day, especially if you have a really long journey. I think that would work really well. And also because it's so neutral, you could make this for different members of the family and make it in different fabrics with just the one pattern. Now, it's really an average pattern. I would say this is pretty easy. I think this is a great one to have if you just want a comfy trouser or pant that would also double as loungewear or sort of tracksuit trousers, because I think depending on how you make it, it could really cover all those bases. So a great trouser pattern and one for the whole family. Now, this collection wouldn't be complete without a classic summer dress. So now we have pattern number 8575, and it's this gorgeous tiered dress. So it has an empire neckline, puff sleeves in 2 of the versions, and in view C we have those beautiful spaghetti straps. So depending on what view you go for, you have these gorgeous tiers all the way down, giving it a really pretty feminine look. Now, I really love it in this ditzy green floral, but I think it looks equally stunning in a solid fabric. So I think with that pretty empire waistline and all these details, it really gives something special to the dress. So if you're just looking for one stunning dress to make up this summer, this one may be for you. So I would choose something light like a chalet or a lawn or a cotton blend. Do bear in mind that if you go for something a little stiffer, it will affect how those ruffles lie at the various points. So they would stand out more. So if you want something more flowing, you need to go for a softer fabric. Sizing is 8 to 16 and then 18 to 26. And I think you're going to have such fun making this. It does say average, but do bear in mind that there are lots of construction details to this. What with the frills, the empire neckline, the gathers to the sleeve. and so on. There is also a small tie at the front of the dress to give it an extra feature. Now, if you're looking to make something for the young people in your life, this next pattern is a child's pattern or young person's pattern. The age range is 7 to 14 and it's pattern number 8593. Here we have a two-piece set. So we have this lovely round neck dress with a gathered skirt and then a round neck top that goes over it, 3/4 sleeve with gathers, and these beautiful tie details at the front, which are really on trend still at the moment. I can really picture this in that beautiful sort of butter yellow that's around at the moment in a gauze, a double gauze. I think that would look just stunning. So maybe this is one to share with the young people and see if they're interested. You could make this for their summer wardrobe. Some beautiful details there. The dress has a zip at the back. And it is an easy pattern, so it would be a really easy make to make this coordinating set. You could go for a double gauze, as I mentioned, or maybe a seersucker or a lightweight cotton. The feel is soft, so you want something soft for this pattern to go really well with the style and the details. Again, it's one of those patterns that you can make again and again, make it either as a coordinating set or make it as separates. Use floral, stripes or checks, and maybe go for something like a chambray or a denim for the over jacket or overdress to make it look a little different. And you could get your young ones involved with the fabric choosing process. For my next choice, it's a loungewear set, so it's pattern number 8587. This particular cord set, we have a cami top with a high-low hem, a beautiful frill detail. Then we have the tiered trousers or pants, they're balloon trousers. And you can also make the shorts version. So a beautiful loungewear set, but I do feel, depending on the choices of fabric, you could wear this top outside of the home. You could wear it for a special occasion. It all depends on your fabric choices. And then of course, just have a beautiful lounge set for when you're around the home. Gorgeous details on this. The spaghetti straps on the top, the high-low feature, the frill. It has some really nice details. So I think depending on what you make this in, this could be really special. It could also be something that you make now for the summer. Keep this pattern in stock, and then if you're into gift making, it would be a beautiful, beautiful one to make for pyjamas as gifts, because I do know a lot of people like to do that. They like to make up pyjamas for family members as presents, so that might be something to think of with this one. So you could make this up in a chalet, maybe a Swiss dot or a georgette. Something really soft and pretty and feminine would work really well with all those frills and ruffles, and I think you'll really have a good time making it. Sizing is XS to XXL, and it's an easy pattern, so although it looks quite complicated, the construction is quite simple. Here we have pattern number 8590. It's another cord set, and this time it's for a shirt, pull-on trousers or pull-on shorts. So a great combination again of items that we can take away on holiday or mix and match at home, and it's also suitable for other family members. Now I'm going to just list the sizing for you so that you can see that this could be made for either gender. So we have small to XXL, so that is a 34 to 36 up to a 50 to 52. So as you can see, there's a good size range, and these are something that you could make for yourself or your partner for either home or holiday wear. And I really love this detail on this one in that it has the colour blocking down the side and along the hemband, collar stand, button band, but the trousers or shorts are just pull on with an elasticated waistband. So although we've got these lovely features that really set it off and give it something extra with that bit of colour blocking down the sides and along the hems, we haven't got any tricky enclosures if you're a little bit worried about button and zip flies and things like that. We've just got a pull on waistband, so that's really nice. So I think this is a really fun one. You could either make it plain or go for the colour blocking detail for that extra little bit of wow. Now this particular pattern is for stretch knits only, so you want to go for a double knit, a ponte, maybe a lightweight sweatshirting. If you want something really lightweight for around the home, you could go for a lightweight jersey. So that's just something to think of. So just please bear in mind that it is stretch knits only, but I think it could still look really nice. And again, it would be a great one for the beach or just for hanging about in on holiday. Really comfy, but also a really nice smart shirt look and something that you could both wear. You don't have to match, you could wear different fabrics, but it's a great pattern to have in your collection. Now this next pattern is a McCall's vintage 70s dress. So it's an authentic reproduction pattern. Beautiful dress. We have all this tiering, a high waist, a ruffle neckline. So many details going on in this dress. So we have ribbon trim, tie belt, front darts. We have the ruffles, the puff sleeves. Now for this particular dress, you can either have the ruffles going all the way down, or you can just have them at the bottom as you see in these views right here. So how complicated you make this is up to you. But if you use a stunning lace or eyelet fabric in the white, I think that would make a beautiful wedding dress. And this lovely ruffle collar detail is just everywhere at the moment. There still seems to be that continuation of the larger collars or larger ruffled details on necklines and dresses. So this one, even though it's a vintage pattern, has got that feature that is still very much out there at the moment. As I said, I think it would make a perfect wedding dress, but even if that's not your thing, in a colour you can make the various lengths, the different details with the frill just at the bottom. It has some lovely touches, and I think it's one that really stands out if you're looking for something special. Now with regards to sizing, we have a 6 to 14 and then a 16 to 24. With the authentic reproductions, you get additional sizing information in the packet and also additional layout instructions, so that's always really handy. For my last pick, I have this gorgeous dress. I would say this is an evening dress look. It's pattern number 8582. It's a beautiful aligned bias cut dress with spaghetti straps. We have a high-low hem on two of the versions. And also one of the versions we're using a contrasting fabric, so it has a sheen on one and a matte effect on the other, and I think that gives a really beautiful effect there. There is a side seam zip and there is also a low back to this dress, so it's a real showstopper. Depending on the fabrics that you use, the level of sheen, the luxury and so on would depend whether it's an evening dress or a summer holiday dress. So made in a light floral. It could be something that you take on holiday with you, but with the use of sheen, sateen fabrics, maybe a little diamante here and there, this could be really something for a special occasion or an evening gown. So it really does have lots of gorgeous details. I think that high-low effect is really pretty. With some heels, it would look gorgeous. While this could be a stunning evening dress, I think if you made it in a lightweight cotton, made the one level version, something plain, it could be just a daytime dress for the beach or just for a meal out in the evening on holiday. So your fabric choices really do influence the way that this dress will look, the finished garment. So think about that when making your choices. Fabric can make such a huge difference. So we could go for a chamoose, a crepe de chine or a crepe back satin. We could also go for a chalet or a lightweight cotton if you're just looking for something simple. Now the sizing is an 8 to a 16 or an 18 to a 26. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my top pick of those patterns. There are 20 new patterns in total. This was my top favourites today. I hope you found something that you absolutely love. Remember to check out the Minerva website. Use the toolbar down the sides to find exactly what you're looking for. We have so many fabrics to choose from. There really is something for everyone. And if you'd like to get 10% off your order, you can join the Minerva Craft Club and get 10% off your patterns and fabrics today and for a whole year. Also create a free account and join in by sharing your makes online with us at our wonderful Minerva online sewing community. It's worldwide and we'd really love to see you here. Thank you for stopping by today. Remember, all of those McCall's patterns are available now to buy here at Minerva, and I will be back soon with more sewing inspiration for you. Bye for now.